Hello everybody, this is Hashir again, and I am back again with my new video. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to upload any more any videos in the past. So now I'm going to try to be regular, and I'm going to start with the business studies, and the first chapter from business studies is nature and significance of management. So introduction, let's understand first management. There are several definitions that have been given by several eminent personalities, and I've gone through, as a business studies students, I've gone through several definitions, and what I believe is there are three basic elements. There are three basic things that almost all the definitions talk about, and those three things are: the first thing is that one of the definitions says that management is getting things done towards a goal, to attain a goal, a target, in an effective and efficient manner. So three different things: getting things done, second thing is towards a goal or to attain a goal, and third thing is in an effective and efficient manner. All right, so these are three different things that almost all the definitions talk about. Now, first thing is, it's a process of getting things done. So it's a repeated activity which is being done again and again and again to get things done. All right, here there are two parties. One is the party that is managing people, the managing resources. The second party is that is being managed, that is actually doing the work but needs to be managed to make the work more effective, more efficient, more cost effective. All right, so here the first element is that getting things done. All right, so management is a group of individual or an individual which gets the things done by managing people, by managing the human resource, and to attain a goal, to attain an objective in an efficient and effective manner. So the second thing is you have to have a goal in order to get the things done, in order to manage the things done. Now the third thing is effectiveness and efficiency. So that there are two different parts of this: effectiveness and efficiency. We need to understand that effectiveness means getting the job done, the task, the work is actually done. Once it's done, it is effective. Now, if it is done within time and within minimum cost, within the least possible cost, properly, so it becomes efficient. So it is effective when it is done within time, but it is efficient when it is done within time, within a fixed cost, within a minimum cost, within the optimum cost. So that's pretty much about the definitions of management. Now let's move on to the features or characteristics of management. So there are approximately seven features that are generally talked about in the books. The first one is goal-oriented process. So management is a goal-oriented process, as we talked about earlier as well. So there is a goal that needs to be achieved. So in the same way, if we talk about features, management is a goal-oriented process. Goal-oriented means the tilting of management is towards the goal. Management is always focused on the goal. Management keeps the goal as the center of its activity. All right, every time it thinks about achieving the goal, achieving the target. So it's a goal-oriented process. Then second point is that management is all-pervasive. All-pervasive means something which is applicable everywhere. So management is something which is applicable everywhere, even in the smallest things and even in big tasks as well. So management is a process or an activity which is required at every possible level, in every possible task that we do. All right, so it's all pervasive, it is applicable everywhere, whether you are getting a product manufactured, or if you are doing marketing, or if you are selling, or if you are doing finance, or if you are doing operations. In almost all the fields of management, in most all the fields of business, management is applicable. All right, now the third thing is multidimensional. Now there is a difference between all pervasive and multidimensional. All pervasive is something which is applicable or which is good for different areas, right? But multidimensional means it has different dimensions to look towards, to cater to the needs of different dimensions. All right, so management is required in finance, management is required in operations, in marketing, in sales, everywhere. All right, so it's multi-dimensional. Now there are three different dimensions that are generally talked about. The first dimension is the work, the actual work that is supposed to be done. Now here management talks about or management focuses on the work that is supposed to be done, the goal that is supposed to be achieved. So the first thing is management of the work. Now the second thing is management of people. People means the people that are involved in doing that work, like appointing people to do the work, allocating the right work to the right person, and directing the people towards the goal, and guiding them how to effectively do that task so that they can efficiently and effectively complete that task. So it's like managing the people. All right, and the third part is managing the operations. Operations is all the activities that are related to the production process, every activity that is related to the production process, the actual work. Let's say if I'm manufacturing soap, so I need to have certain people that are actually producing that soap. All right, so managing that input of material, the flow of input of material, the raw materials, then actually this whole setup, the machinery, the electricity, the ingredients required to manufacture that soap, getting that that soap manufactured at the ground level. So that is the management of operations. All right, so these three elements are there in multidimensional. There are three elements. The first element of the dimension, the first dimension of the management is management of work. The second dimension is management of people. The third dimension is management of operations. All right, now comes continuous process. So management is a continuous process. Now because it's a process, and we talked about process, that the process, something which is a process, is a continuous thing. It goes in a circle again and again and again. It's a continuous thing. It has to happen again and again and again. So it's a continuous process. All right, and then it's a group activity. All right, so management is a group activity. It has to be done in a group. I told you there are two parties. One needs to be managed, one that manages, and there are different individuals that collectively put in effort to get the desired result. So management then becomes a group activity. Then management is also dynamic function. It's a very dynamic function. Business is done in an environment. We are doing business in a society. and that society is inside or within a state. All right, that state is within a country, that country is within this world. So there is an environment in which we are doing the business, and this environment is very much unpredictable. The external environment is very much unpredictable and uncontrollable. We have very little control over the external environment. So management has to be very dynamic. Dynamic means that can change according to situations, adaptable. All right, so management has to be adaptable. It should change according to the requirements of the environment, so that it can keep up the pace with the environment. All right, and the last point that I'm going to discuss about management is that it's an intangible force. It is a force that is not physically found anywhere. A manager is something that can be touched, that is found somewhere, but management as the actual activity, management as the actual feel, cannot be touched. It's not a physical thing. It cannot be captured. It cannot be sensed. It is something that is done out of your own will, and it is an activity, it's an art that you do. It's a skill. You can learn that skill, but then it's actually a skill. So management is an intangible force that is required for the things to be done to achieve a goal in effective and efficient. All right, so that is pretty much all about management and its features and characteristics. In my next video, I'm going to discuss more about nature and significance of management. Till then, keep watching, subscribe, share, do press the bell icon, and please leave your comments, your criticism, so that I can improve based on those. All right, thank you very much for watching. Take care.